Okay, so now we're recording. Hello, hello. Again, my name is Kim Ware, and I'm your instructor for COM 115. And this short presentation is all you need to know to do really well in this class, to pass it, and to know what I expect of you and what you can expect from me. So just let me first give you the outlook of the course. The first half of the course, we're going to create a foundation for interpersonal communication. So we're going to look at the self and everything that goes into doing the self, because interpersonal communication is communication between you and another person, or between two people in general. And if you know how you are, then it makes it easier for you to read other people and to communicate with other people. So that's why we start there. We also take a look at the communication model. We'll throw in a little bit of theory and just create that nice firm foundation for which we'll build up practical application in the second half of the course. So in weeks 4, 5 through 8, we start looking at some of the nitty-gritty. We look at conflict. We look at different kinds of relationships, including the workplace, friends and family, and just a little bit of romantic relationships, though not too much. Also, a really key highlight is looking at conflict, how you can manage that, and the different stages of conflict. It's just really just a ton of fun. One of the things I love most about this course is that we have always and ever been communicating. From the time we're born, we are crying and we're communicating with our body language, and then we grow and we develop, and we're always talking to people all the time, and not even just talking, but using nonverbal communication, which is our body language, the tone of our voice. And what this class does is it gives you language to help you understand and build an awareness, a consciousness, if you will, of communication so that you can become better at it. So moving on, next up, let's take a look at the assignment expectations. First, I'd like to implore you to please ask questions before you submit them. Sometimes we're working late and we're right up to that midnight deadline, and we come across something that's like, I don't know the answer to that. I don't really know what the assignment wants from me. So I would much rather you pause and ask me the question, get the question answered, and then submit your assignment, than submit it with not really knowing what you're doing, and then you're doing extra work, and then I'm doing extra work when I really could just teach you before you submit the assignment, and then you don't have to keep going back, and I don't have to keep going back. So please ask questions before you submit. I would rather you be late. Again, I won't deduct any points for that, but I would rather you be late than submit something on time that you don't know what you're doing. Next, write the best that you can. Some people have taken English before taking this course, and some people are still on their way to taking English. So just write the best that you can. At the outset, one of the best things to do is to restate the question, give your answer, make sure you're defining the concept in there somewhere, that you're giving a specific example, and then moving on. So for instance, what is this live event? I might answer it saying, this live event is COM 115 assignment expectations, this particular part, and here we're going to learn all about what's entailed in this course. The end. Next, let's take a look at Learnits. You have Learnits in this course. In general, they take about 2 days to completely finish. I would highly encourage you to take notes on your Learnits, and if I haven't already, I'm going to be posting about a 10-minute video on how to take notes. If you've never done that before, there's something that happens when we use our hand to write in the intake of information that helps get it solid. And then also you have this nice little study guide for yourself, so that when you go to answer or fill in the blanks for Learnit, you don't have to like just remember it. It's written down for you, and you can click through those a lot faster. And finally, we have a late policy. Now, please understand, there's a reason why I teach communication and I don't teach math, because I hate doing math. And if something is late, I have to do math. So please don't make me do math. If you see that you're going to be late or that you need some more time, just message me and ask me, and I will give it to you. Just communicate with me at the front so that we can work together. As soon as you communicate with me that you need more time, I'm going to go straight to that assignment for you. I'm going to write a comment saying, per our discussion, your assignment is now due in 3 days, and I'll post the date so that you will receive confirmation of having an extension, and I will see that as well. If there's no note in there, you're going to force me to do math, and I'm going to have to apply the late policy. In the syllabus, it's up to 30% maximum of your grade, although I have changed that a little bit for this particular class, and I have that written in the announcements. It's 5 points for 1 day late, 10 points for 2 days late, and 15 points for 3 days late. But of course, you're watching this video and you know what to do to not have to do that. So just do it. Let's talk about response time. So I grade your papers. I have 5 days to do that. I usually try to do it in no less than 3 days. When it comes to actually responding to your Canvas inbox messages or your text messages, please give me 24 hours. I try to be really good about doing that. The only exception is Sundays. So just like you're doing school online, I'm also teaching online. And when you work online, there's a real temptation to be on all the time. And I know that you need rest as a student, and I know that I need rest as a faculty member. So I picked Sundays. I try to take Sunday completely off of the screen. Well, I mean, I watch movies and stuff, but I try not to work. And I am tempted to work, but I try not to because I need to give myself a break. And I know that you do too. So if you message me, I usually stop working around Saturdays at noon. So if you message me anytime after that, and especially on Sunday, you can expect for me to get back to you on Monday. Now, that being said, I am a homeschool mom. So I homeschool my kids from about 9 to 3, and then I work in the afternoon. So if you still haven't heard from me on Monday morning, just wait a little bit longer and I'll get back to you. If there's more time than that, please feel free to message me again and just remind me that you're waiting for me, and I'll get in touch with you. Yellow Dig. Yellow Dig is a core feature of this course. Why Yellow Dig? Because it's easy points. It's worth 20% of your grade. It is super easy to get 200 points. I know you can think, oh gosh, this is like the last thing that I want to do. It is the least important. And that really couldn't be further from the truth. Brian actually did an internal study recently that looked at the percentages of people who pass the course in correlation to people who do Yellow Dig. And when you do Yellow Dig, your chance of passing the course and doing really well in the course is actually higher than the people who are just like, I never do Yellow Dig and I still pass. It's actually, that's a myth. Yellow Dig is very important to your ability to pass the class, and it's also important to your ability to feel like you belong and like you're invested in the course. When you're doing online work, it's really easy to feel like an island, and that's not what we want from you. And as you're going to find out as you do this course material, you weren't made to be an island either. So let's get on there and let's do Yellow Dig. Yellow Dig grades will be posted twice in the module, once after the first 4 weeks and again at the end of 8 weeks. I want you to try to earn as many points as possible. I have this feature that I do that's specific to my course that I think is really successful. That's called Double Money. So if you post a pin, I'm going to give you a badge, and badges are worth 5 points. Then let's say someone comments to you and you comment to them. Someone else comments to you and you comment to them. Every time you attempt to keep the conversation going underneath your post, I'm going to give you another badge for that. So let's say you post a pin, that's 5 points, and then you respond to 4 people. 4 times 5 is 20 points, plus the original 5 points. That's 25 points that you've earned for just one badge, for just one pin. And that's incredible. That is really easy points. If you're having a hard time forcing yourself to get on Yellow Dig, I recommend time boxing. Set a timer for 10 minutes and say, I'm going to do Yellow Dig for 10 minutes. I'm not going to skip over to Facebook. I'm not going to look at my text messages, Pinterest, whatever it is, NFL scores that interest you. 10 minutes, Yellow Dig, and done. So that's it. Here's my text number. If you have any questions for me or you need an extension on an assignment, you can text me. I've got that text number going to my phone, so I'll see it. You can also always use the inbox messaging through Canvas, or you can email me directly at my Bryan University email. So that's it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this video, and I look super forward to getting to know you and work with you throughout the course. All right.